Carolyn, and I am a pencil partner over at Belmont University, and today we are going to be reading The Littlest Bunny in Tennessee, just in time for Easter. And so I'm in my Easter best currently, so if you are not, please pause the video and go put it on as we begin this book. I'll wait for you. Okay. An Easter Adventure, The Littlest Bunny in Tennessee. Not long ago, in a land you might know, lived a girl named May and a boy named Joe. They had moved to Tennessee and longed to explore, make new friends, have adventures, and many things more. Welcome to Tennessee. On the day before Easter, they rode into town. They went to the pet store and looked all around. There in the front was a pen full of bunnies. The small ones were cute, and the big ones were funny. They played with the bunnies and thought for a bit, and then they agreed on the most perfect fit. The littlest bunny with the smallest sweet hop. He's ours, May announced. Let's call him Flop. Good name. At the pet store. So Flop joined the family that sunny spring day. The littlest bunny was now home to stay. They played with the bunny until it was late, then settled Flop into his cozy, snug crate. May gave Flop a kiss, and Joe patted his head, and then the two children both climbed into bed. A soft evening breeze blew in through the window, and May and Joe smiled as they slept on their pillows. And there's the bunny all nice and snug. But Flop had no time now to close his own eyes. He was preparing an Easter surprise. He was quite little, that much was true, but tonight our dear Flop had a big job to do. For he had a secret he hadn't let show. He was the Easter Bunny, and he had to go. A magical wind gave his whiskers a tickle, his nose, how it twitched, his ears, how they wiggled. Soon Flop was quite different than ever before, and he couldn't wait, not for one moment more. Before Flop, Easter Bunny Flop. He raced through the house and out into the night, to where he had hidden his eggs out of sight. His marvelous burrow held Easter eggs plenty, to be quite exact, 9,020,000. He packed up the eggs, he looked at the map. He fastened his goggles and his red flying cap. Then Flop hopped right into his hot air balloon, and soon he was soaring as high as the moon. As he watched his first stop grew nearer and nearer, his volunteer state mission became even clearer. Go. First, Flop balanced eggs on a tall building top. Then he went to the park, spreading eggs as he hopped. And then he dashed off for an Easter home run, then quietly hid chocolate eggs, one by one. And see, recognize this guy? That's in downtown Nashville, and that's a park too. There he is at the stadium, and at the Brentwood Library. With big bounces here and giant leaps there, Flop hid Tennessee's eggs everywhere. He flew to the east, to the south, west, and north. He crisscrossed the state. He raced back and forth. Here's some more of the places. The pictures in this are just beautiful. Memphis, Brentwood, and Nashville got treats. Then Knoxville and Collinsville, too, were complete. Chattanooga and Franklin, the long list went on. Flop was delivering his eggs all the way till dawn. Finally, Flop found his very last stop. He came to your house with a bounce and a hop, and there he delivered his Easter surprises, so many eggs of all shapes and sizes. And when he was done, he stopped for a rest. Yes, surely this Easter bunny was one of the best. Paper. The morning sun rose on that bright Easter day. It was time to wake up for Joe and for May. But when they went over to find their friend Flop, the door was wide open. His crate was unlocked. There were eggs to discover, as all children knew. But we just want Flop, cried May and cried Joe. They looked under their beds, they looked all around, but the littlest bunny just couldn't be found. Oh, there we go. Empty crate. Then looking under the bed. I like that picture. Who unfolded this map? But whose goggles were these? Then from round the corner came a faint tap, tap, tap. They rushed and they stumbled, it had to be him. And there they found baskets, and something else was tucked in. It's Flop, they cried out, and held him so close. Joe tickled his ears, and May kissed his pink nose. Flop hugged them back, his new friends so dear. Happy Easter, Tennessee. See you next year. And that's the story of the littlest bunny in Tennessee.